Welcome, folks, to another TradePicks recap video. This recap is for Tuesday, December 30th, 2025 of day trading. And in our desert run today, we're up 60 bucks. So, homage to Glamis, California out there in the background in the graphic. And remember, you can't always be on an ATV running over your trades. Why? Because there are bumps on the road. There are dunes will get in the way, make you land very badly, and you will lose. And losing is part of winning in the stock market. So make sure you train on the simulator and get professional financial advice. And to that, also build yourself a little checklist like the one I use and I have been using for a while. I think this requires a little bit of modification for 2026, and probably put that out in another video here later on this week. But remember, it's a marathon. It takes a while to learn. It can be months, it can be years. It doesn't happen overnight. And when you get FOMO, when discipline fails, stick to your indicators and your strategy. If you like my videos, like and subscribe. I share my journey with you, and today our PNL is all green, from moving up from 9.5 to 42.9 and up to 60 bucks. All winners, 100% for the day, all green, which is a nice thing as opposed to the Tuesday prior, which we lost 93 bucks. So we're making inroads into our monthly losses, and excuse me. For the month, we are managed to bring that down to $143. And actually, you think about it, on the first, $115 of that loss on the first actually belonged to November. So we're actually closer to a green month in December, which is really, really good. But anyway, we're up on 4 trades, 60 bucks and 25 cents. And down to 243 is the negative balance. And obviously today, our efficiency was 100% for trades, averaging $15 with all winners. And that's what we'd like to see. We'd like to see all green, 100% winners. No losers. But that doesn't happen all the time. Here are the trades we took. Only 4 trades, very small. DRMA came out on $9. Then AMIX, 2,000 shares apiece, and we got a couple of winners there. One $33, one for 17, and that really took us over the top and gave us those nice wins. Overall, $60 on the day. And obviously, it's Tuesday the 30th, right, going into New Year's Day, and we didn't know what to expect. We got on very early. You can see there it's 4:14 a.m. Pacific time on Tuesday the 30th, and we're already up $1 on DRMA. And I think as soon as we got on, we traded it and very quick to earn $1. And I think it was a share that I took. That's probably why. 10 shares. But from 255 to almost got out right at the top, 274. We were quick on that one. Well, a little under that. About 265 or so. I can't see that. Maybe later it'll open up. But anyway, so it was 10 cents, right? 10 shares, 10 cents, $1. Yeah, so to 255 to 265. Wish at the time I'd hope I had taken more shares, but that wasn't meant to be, and we were out. That's important, because what you see next is the MACDs are starting to curve. And they're starting to come down. It's 4:15 a.m. on Tuesday the 30th on a holiday week. What do you think is going to happen? Volume is going to be slowed down. On our watch list, we got MASK, which I don't think we could trade. This is another one of those foreign stocks, MASK, that I wanted to trade. And this one, I would have made quite a bit of money on it, but I couldn't trade it. EKSO was also moving up, but I don't think, I didn't like it. GRI was also under $1, and I did not like it. DRMA, we put it on the list because we did like it a little bit. and we took a trade on it. But yeah, so yeah, Thinkorswim did not let us trade MASK, and we had an opportunity, a setup. I didn't record it. Excuse me, I didn't record it, but we had a very nice setup. So we continue to watch DRMA actually from 4 a.m. to until the next trade. I watched it for a long time. I mean, I was up 2 hours in the stock market. And the videos, don't worry, it's not 2 hours long. It's only about under 19. I've cut it down to only the trades I took, so it's minimal interaction. I hate long videos, and I hate making them because they take a lot of your time. But today is January the 1st. I'm catching up, catching up with everything that I haven't done. So here, some folks may be thinking, oh, this is just a 5-minute pullback. We might want to go back in. No, not. Cut it. You see the MACDs are curving. You see the histogram volume is pink down at the bottom. You see the 133 tick chart down the middle and the bottom, pointing downwards. The red bars are pointing down. Think of those as arrows. Those red bars, the 3 and the 2, they're like arrows. Saying people don't want to go down. I get you. You can see the green bars too. But what you got to focus on is the red bars. Because what you need, a lot of folks look at the market, and I'm bullish, right? So I want to trade stocks that are moving up. And if I start saying, oh yeah, I've got a ceiling at 280, and then I can go to 310, and the whole sky will open up for me. That type of thinking is what'll get you into trouble. So reverse that. Think about this. Oh, it's at 2.60, so what'll probably happen is it's going to fall down, and I'm going to lose when it comes down, and it's going to go down to 240. Well, if that's going to be the case, then why not wait? Don't take anything and wait until it hits 240. That's what you got to do. But if you're always thinking that that stock is going to move up higher because it has space because of the daily, you're going to be in trouble. So now it's moving up. Now you can see there on the 133 check mark, you can see there that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green bars. So we went ahead and jumped in again. Excuse me. Allergies are really bad in SoCal. So 265, we went in at 265 again. And it reached a high of 275. And we got out right before the top. And we made another $8.50. And now we're happy. And we continue to watch this. So it's 4:19 in the morning. We continue to watch this. It's 5:33, almost an hour and 20 minutes later. And we were still watching DRMA all that time. But now AMIX came out. And at first I did not like it. I thought, and you know, usually you get stocks under $1, penny stocks, which are around 30 cents, 40 cents. And people discard them. And I do the same thing. But for some reason, this one at 70 cents, I also discarded. And so I continue to watch it. And it had to convince me. Because right here, what I'm seeing is the pattern that we see all the time. A stock has news, it goes up, and then this happens. It just sells off and falls, and it never recovers again. And that's the pattern I saw here with AMIX. And of course, it's Tuesday the 30th, you know, thinking volume is slow, a lot less users on a lot less retail traders on the market. So we started looking for other stocks. AMTD was another, and this one's priced over $1, but this one had very little movement, very low volume. And we continue to watch on our checklist, and DRMA didn't go anything. Remember, we traded around 250 and then fell back. GRI never went anywhere. EKSAO was up and down, and I think it wasn't until later in the day that it finally climbed up. But by that time, we were done with our trading. We had taken our money and run. So AMIX here, now it started to pick my interest here after it picked up. And what was appeared to be a curl to the downside started to look like, well, this stock might have a little bit of life in it. And I still wasn't sure here. And what did it take for me to finally get in? Drawing the lines. You see there, the lines all of a sudden appear. So I drew it at 0.725 and at 0.8. So now I knew that this had room to 80 cents. And I thought, well, maybe it's possible. And so I came back to the chart now with the new lines drawn, and then taking a look at the MACD, and that volume search right there, that got me very interested. I did not like the 133 tick mark behavior where it looked like it was going to go down. But right here, the MACDs are lining up, and here comes the volume. And I'm watching the histogram down at the bottom, the zero lag. And it's 5:36 in the morning, so we can't use a bracket order, so we jump in 1,000 shares. We didn't get filled. We reopened. We finally got filled at almost 74 cents. Well, 74 cents, yeah. And remember, these are fractional, so I'm looking for the break of 80. And that's where I'm looking to get out. And I actually set up to sell. I sold 500 off, 77, and then I did not wait for it to hit 80. I think this went up to 90, if I'm not mistaken. But I sold off. I said, I don't care. And we were up $33. So, boom, just like that. So we made, $8.50 plus $9.50 on the other stock. Now we made 33. We're up $42, and I'm thinking my day is complete. I'm happy. But AMIX kept piquing my interest. And I think during the open, in the open market, it went up to 90. But at that point, I wasn't that interested in it. And I still had quite a bit of a cash settled funds available. So let's see, we've updated settled funds. We got $1,200. It is now 5:38. So it's 5 minutes later. But there aren't any guarantees. And what am I seeing right here? I am seeing the MACDs. They look like they're going to close. So to me, they look like it's coming down. Yeah, well, not necessarily flushing, but coming down in the sense that it's going to consolidate and not move up, not give us a move that we're looking for. What was the other stock? I think there was another stock. So earlier in the week, it was HIHO. HXHX was another one I couldn't trade. And like I say, I'm not bashing Thinkorswim because they have those governors in place that keep us from trading those accounts. I got saved the week prior, I think, trying to go into one of these foreign stocks, buying 1,000 or 2,000 shares, and as soon as I went in, I got the rejection notice, and then I just see the stock flush for 10 cents. I said, that would have been a $100 loss. So I got saved. So the volatility in those stocks is important to be aware of, because especially the sub pennies of foreign stocks. They can eat you alive if you're not careful. You don't know where to enter. And I think I wouldn't enter in pre-market. I found it very difficult to get those sold, to get filled and to sell those. So now it's 5:50, another 20 minutes or so. And I've got a lot more lines drawn, as you can see there, because now I see a potential of 90 cents and even $1. And you see there it consolidated from the last trade. And it actually consolidated down. But we've gone through that rough patch of the MACDs being down. It looks like it's picking itself back up again. And you can see the clear patterns down below if you look at the pink histogram on the zero lag MACD. You see that we took our trade, we sold it, and we got out, and we did not trade at all. We waited for that MACD to fall down and then came back. And now we're in for another 1,000 at 79 cents. And we set our limit. Did we? We removed it. Because I tried to set a limit and I remembered that I was in pre-market. So there I sold 500. And yeah, didn't make much off of that. But kept the other 500 going. And the reason was I started to see it, look at it a little bit shaky. So I said, I'm going to sell 500. That way I reduce my risk. So it's coming down. And I think what happened is I went a little in too early. But here it starts to pick up. And I just said, that's it. I'm out. Sell the rest. So $50 on the day on this one, $9.50 on the other one. We got $60, and on a Tuesday, the 30th, before New Year's, that's, I think, good enough for us. And we're done. And we've helped to reduce our downtrend for December. Now we just gotta wait and see what happens on the next day. Did I trade the 31st? I'll have to check and see. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, please, please, please. Subscribe if you like our videos.